Everything explained in this video is summarized from the CoinMarketCap. And also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for future XRP news and some other cryptocurrency news in general. Now, take a look at this. Ripple Brad Garlinghouse announces the end of a legal battle with SEC. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, has stated that the company's protracted legal battle with the SEC is about to close. Recently, he gave an interview in which he made a veiled reference to the fact that Ripple and the SEC will finally resolve their disagreement during the private meeting that will take place on July 25. Whether or not XRP, the digital asset that Ripple uses, is considered a security, Ripple and the SEC have conflicted for several years. A judge recently agreed with Brad's assertion that XRP is not a security, something he has maintained throughout his whole. It was he who said that the subject should never have been allowed to become a politicized one. Regulation and clarity are two things that we seek. On multiple occasions, Brad has voiced his disapproval of Joe Biden's stance to cryptocurrency. In a statement that I made 5 years ago, I stated that the regulations lacked clarity. Now, 5 years after the Securities and Exchange Commission filed a lawsuit against him, there is still no clarity. He added, putting the burden on Gary Gensler, chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission, he stated, the belief held by Gensler is that everything is a digital security. Even though he has been consistently rejected by the judges, he continues to fight. Brad mentioned a recent crypto roundtable that took place in Washington, District of Columbia, which was attended by both Democrats and Republicans. When he was asked about his conversations with the administration of Vice President Joe Biden, it was encouraging to see them take the time to listen to the industry, he said. Ripple's Brad Garlinghouse confirms that the company's legal struggle with the SEC has concluded. As the chairman of the SEC, Gary Gensler speaks media outlets. He went on to say that the talk was a step in the right direction, even though Democrats have been slower than Republicans in their adoption of cryptocurrency. In addition, Brad remarked on the fact that today marks the first anniversary of the day when XRP was officially deemed to be a non-security. He remarked that that was a huge deal for the industry. However, despite this, we are unable to continue to go to court over every token. We require unambiguous regulations. Brad also touched on the topic of international crypto legislation, mentioning that several nations have established regulatory frameworks for cryptocurrencies. It is disheartening that the United States of America is unable to do the same, he remarked, adding, it's over 3 years and more than $150 million. We have fought in court. Other nations are making progress, but we are unable to move forward due to various legal issues. The FIT 21 Act, which has been approved by the House of Representatives and is currently being examined by the Senate, was one of the recent legislative measures that he cited. In his statement, Brad stated that there is movement on both sides of the aisle. The support that JD Vance has shown for cryptocurrency was another topic that he discussed. He also mentioned that Vance had offered legislation that the Senate might review. In contrast, he argued that about Gensler, there has been a conflict between Gensler and crypto, the office of the comptroller of the currency. And other parts of the financial industry have been anti-crypto, and this is not helping us. Brad made the following statement regarding the advantages of having clear regulatory frameworks. The internet flourished in the United States because we had clear regulations in the late 1990s. As for crypto, we require the same thing in the absence of certainty. He believes that business people and capital will continue to go to other nations. The majority of people working in the cryptocurrency industry are interested in adhering to the rules. Clarity in the rules has been requested by us. It is not the way to tackle the problem of hiring more attorneys to file more cases. A question was posed to Brad regarding his current relationship with the SEC, namely whether or not there are any ongoing settlement negotiations. In response, he stated, I'm unable to comment on that particular matter. However, we anticipate a resolution very soon. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse is optimistic that his company will soon end its years-long battle with the Securities and Exchange Commissions. There is speculation that the corporation will announce a settlement after a closed-door meeting with the SEC next week. This means that both sides may have reached a point where a settlement is conceivable. Ripple may announce the settlement following a scheduled closed-door meeting with the SEC, which is considered to be key in determining the outcome of the litigation. Legal uncertainty and exclusion from bull run constrained XRP's price movement. Previously, CNF reported that the SEC had postponed its meeting for July 25, bolstering optimism for a settlement to the Ripple Vs. XCC lawsuit, the anticipated settlement announcement is expected to have a substantial impact on the XRP market price. The legal uncertainty surrounding XRP has been one of the factors restricting its price rise, as has its exclusion from the 2021 bull run. Regulators and industry analysts are also closely monitoring the result of the litigation, which might have an impact on future regulatory approaches to cryptocurrency. The impending settlement has boosted XRP's performance, breaking through numerous local resistance levels and causing some analysts to forecast additional upward movement based on technical analysis. XRP is currently trading around 5,901 cents, up 10 over the last 7 days, briefly surpassing the 60 cents barrier before returning to its present price. Furthermore, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has already expressed his belief in the company's ability to compete with Swift and become a worldwide payments leader. This ongoing confidence, together with the anticipated legal outcome, may strengthen Ripple's standing in the cryptocurrency market. The comments made by Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, which suggested that the company's protracted legal battle with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, may be getting closer to a settlement, have been the driving force behind the considerable increase in the price of XRP that has occurred in recent several days. The question of whether or not Ripple was currently engaged in settlement negotiations with the SEC was one that Garlinghouse declined to comment on in a recent interview with Bloomberg. Despite this, he expressed optimism that the legal challenges that were remaining will be handled very soon. Stuart Alderodi, the chief legal officer of Ripple, expressed a similar sentiment in a recent piece that was published to commemorate the first anniversary of the victory verdict that XRP received from the United States court. Throughout the discussion, Alderodi emphasized that the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, will not contest the ruling of the court that XRP does not constitute a security. There has been a surge in the amount of user activity on the XRP ledger, which coincides with these good sentiments. According to the market research platform Sentiment, the number of active addresses and new address creations reached their highest levels in a single day on Thursday. To be more specific, the update disclosed that 1721 new XRP wallets were established on Thursday, July 18, marking the biggest number of wallets produced since March 30. Furthermore, the analysis discovered that on the same day, 47,363 individual addresses interacted with one another on the XRP network, which is the highest that has occurred since March 9th. According to statements made by Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse in a recent interview with Bloomberg, he anticipated that the legal struggle that his business was engaged in with the SEC would be resolved very soon. The information that has been provided is not intended to be trading advice. There is no responsibility for any investments that are made based on the information that is provided on this page. Before making any decision about investments, we strongly advise conducting independent research and consulting with a knowledgeable professional.